Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation on this beautiful day here, spring day I should say. Spring comes around, you know what happens. Founders KBS gets released, and that's what the beer we are talking about today, friends. This is the 2011 Founders KBS Imperial Stout. Came out on it got released at the brewery on the 12th. Distribution wide on the 15th. So this bottle is going to be really fresh. It's an Imperial Stout that they brew with coffee, chocolate, then they age it in oak bourbon barrels for a year. But wait, there's more. In a goddamn cave. Comes in at 11.2%, so it's a monstrous beer, 70 IBUs, nice bitterness. Guys, I've reviewed this one before, but I wanted to do the new batch. So with that said, let me get into a glass, let you know how it smells, tastes. Can it live up to the legend of Founders KBS? Alright, the appearance on the KBS. I mean, come on, what would you expect? It is pitch black, midnight oil, can't see anything through it. It's thick as motor oil, viscous. There's a huge amount of the alcohol feed sticking to the glass. There's a really half a finger or so worth of this dark brown, creamy, mocha-colored head. There is a good amount of carbonation you can kind of see in there. And the head, between the head and the actual beer itself. It's just a huge, black, viscous, oily looking beer. Just spot on to the style. Alright, to the aroma on the KBS. Yeah, it's just an amazing smelling beer. There's so much going on in this one. Initial notes are chocolate, coffee, and vanilla. Just really kind of swarm up out of the glass and kind of overwhelm the senses. At the same time, they're so perfectly in balance with each other that it's hard to say what you're actually smelling. It's definitely a combination of the three. Big bourbon characters follow that vanilla, that chocolate, the coffee, espresso beans, just the darkest chocolate, lots of malty, kind of roasted characters to it. It's just an amazing smelling beer. Really highlights the chocolate, coffee, and bourbon characters from this beer. Alright, so the taste on the Kentucky Breakfast Stout. It's so fucking good. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's amazing how well balanced an 11.2% beer can be when there's time and love and passion put into it. First taste, you definitely get some of that bitterness. It's a dark chocolate bitterness and espresso bitterness right at the tip of the tongue. Middle of the mouth, it just becomes this sensory overload of vanilla, bourbon, and tobacco smoke. And there's the chocolate and the coffee. The sweetness from those is coming through. Just coats your mouth. Literally coats your mouth. Back at the finish on this one is really kind of nice and dry with kind of a sweet aftertaste, almost like a coffee creamer type of aftertaste to it. Bourbon barrel definitely comes through in this. There's an oakiness to it. It's a perfectly balanced beer. That's the best thing I can say about it, is that there is no one characteristic that really stands out. The chocolate, the coffee, the bourbon characters, the roasted notes, they all come together to create this just harmony in this beer, and it's just a perfect Imperial Stout. A perfect Imperial Stout, number one, but aged in bourbon barrels, number two. It's just a great beer. Alright guys, so the final verdict on KBS from Founders Brewing, 11.2%. Available now, very limited. Get it if you can. Get it if you can. Guys, world-class beer here. Giving this one an A+. Just deserves all the credit in the world for being at the top of its game. In theory, it should just be a big, boozy, black, chocolatey coffee mess like some other big Imperial Stouts are, and it's not. You get the chocolate, you get the coffee, you get the vanilla, you get the bourbon barrel characters coming through in this one, and no one character steals the stage. It's all just, they come together in harmony just to create this amazing beer. It's crazy. It's just insanely drinkable. 11.2%. You feel the booze, but you don't taste it. It's just blended so well. It is so mellow and just so drinkable, and such a smooth feeling beer. I can't say enough about this beer. It is absolutely a fantastic beer. One of my favorites. So remember guys, life is too short. Drink amazing beers, guys. Cheers.